We're going to go to Commission General Regulation 375, Apprentice License, LCB file number R019-10. Maureen?
For the record, Maureen Hullinger, Nevada Department of Wildlife. Yesterday, we workshopped CGR 375, LCB R01910 for the apprentice license. There was one recommendation from Washoe County to change language in Section 9, Paragraph 3 to allow for more than one mentor to supervise an apprentice in the field. And I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, does anybody have any questions of Maureen? No questions on the apprentice tag? Well, I'll bring it back to public comment then, Maureen. We got any public comment on the apprentice license?
Mr. Chairman, you do have a letter in the, from the Nevada Conservation League in the record supporting.
You want to read it, or should I just put it in the file? We had a record, were they supporting it?
They sent a letter supporting the regulation, and I don't have it.
Okay.
We had one card, Mr. Chairman. Jeremy Drew is the only card I see it specifically mentions 24A.
For the record, Jeremy Drew, President, Northern Nevada Chapter Safari Club. This has been a national priority for Safari Club for recruitment and retention of new sportsmen. This particular project has proven effective at recruitment in other states, and it's also had a proven safety record. So SCI supports this.
Anybody else?
That's it.
If not, I'll close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission for the recommendation, or
I move we adopt LCB regulation, oops, I got the wrong one. LCB file number R011-10 regarding the,
19.
it's the wrong one.
Here.
R019.
Okay. You go ahead and make the thing, because I can't find it.
Did we change that to more than one?
Okay,
Yeah, there was that question about one mentor or not.
Yeah,
We should,
we're gonna decide on some language for that.
I'm sorry.
The language on adding more than one or
Yes.
more, or
The
something
motion
like that.
my motion will include that. I would move that we adopt Commission General Regulation 375 Apprentice License, LCB file number R019-10, with the addition of allowing more than one mentor hunter to be involved with a apprentice.
Do we need specific language?
Just change. Just eliminate one, right?
We'd have to do something a little different, otherwise it'd be bad grammar. Only be accompanying director, the supervised.
You could say one or more.
One or more?
One or more.
Mr. Chairman, may I make a recommendation?
Oh, okay. I see what you need.
Maureen Hullinger, Nevada Department of Wildlife. You could say an apprentice hunter may be accompanied and directly supervised by at least one mentor.
I'd get it.
I would agree to that for my motion.
At least one.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Commissioner Ray.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. An apprentice hunter may only be accompanied and directly supervised by at least one. Doesn't
Eliminate only.
that doesn't may be accompanied and directly supervised by at least one mentor. Striking only, adding at after by.
At least.
Oh, at least.
Who was legally responsible?
Is that the motion?
That's the motion,
They
sir.
attested that they were-
Okay. Let's have a second, then we can discuss.
Second.
it. We have a motion, second. Did you want
He has a mentor.
Commissioner Macbeth? Does that cover your, Commissioner Wallace?
I have a question. Does this raise a question of who's responsible? Because before you had one mentor that fills out the paperwork and is responsible. Now how do you?
Maureen?
Looked that up yesterday. Law enforcement?
You know, that question's come up, and it is somewhat problematic, but in that you have more than one mentor responsible for one apprentice. So that's all going to come down to, I think, as Chief Bonamici said yesterday, it's going to come down to a question of fact. And basically, if you're one of two mentors out with an apprentice, you're both responsible for him. So you're both on the hook.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't creating an issue.
Mr. Chairman,
Does that cover your question, Commissioner Wallace?
Thank you.
Commissioner Capurro?
I would also like to add that what Mr. Bonamici had indicated was the fact that if say the apprentice went out on his own without the knowledge of the mentor or mentors, then the liability would be on the apprentice himself, because he did so without the knowledge and supervision of the mentor, and that they would not cite, under those circumstances, would not cite the mentor.
Okay.
You know, and it's not in here, but you may want to look at something in the future, that if you have a mentor that's responsible for an apprentice and the apprentice goes out in violation of this relationship, then it cancels the relationship and the kid needs to find a
Just
new.
to make sure that it does that.
Yeah. But that's not in here, that's just something to consider for the future.
Okay. Everybody understand the motion? All for the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you, Maureen.